going on, Jay Freeze Unforgiven podcast?
It's that boy Trey.
Rita Virgo.
It's episode 77.
Mm-hmm.
We got a guest today. Go introduce yourself.
I'm Chuck Acid, the one and only. Never Ending mixtape out now, 1.5. Go check that out.
Bet. I was gonna say, tell the viewers where you from and what was it like growing up.
All right, I'm from the East Oak section of Philadelphia. And growing up, I've been making music since I was 13, like in the garage type shit. So I could curse, right?
Say whatever you want, dog.
In the garage type shit. So it was just me and my niggas. It was literally just us going from studio to studio at a very young age, recording. And I'm 23 right now. So after like years and years of that, like we finally manifested a way to just record in our own comfort of our own home studio, and we've been dropping classics ever since. Volume 1 came out 2018. Before that, it was Food for Your Soul. Now we it's 1.5 that's out right now. Oh, my fault. And Volume 2 coming soon. Volume 2 coming soon. So yeah, it's been a journey.
That's dope.
All right, well, tell us how you got inspired to do music.
That's how did I get inspired to do music? I think it was just like a necessity. Like I really just, I didn't have any other way to like express myself. I was one of them quiet niggas in the back that didn't say shit. That I used to be doodling and shit like that. I get in trouble for my doodles. So I started making them into raps, and I was good at it. I would write raps, wait till after school, and then like after school I show it to my people. They would say I'm dope, so I believed I was dope since a very young age. That's why a lot of my raps I be saying I'm the greatest, or like I'm the dopest MC, like because I had people who instilled that in me from a young age. So yeah, I just wanted to express myself for real. Nothing like it wasn't about money. It wasn't about, you know. It was just about, I want to say some shit about what's in my heart, what's in my soul.
So how did you come up with your stage name?
My stage name, it's a funny story. So at first it was Lactic Acid. That was my name, like, cause I made beats. Like nobody wanted to make beats for me. Like nobody wants to make beats for like a random Philly rapper. So like I made them for myself, and my producer name was Lactic Acid. I got it from my science class because like we was talking about milk, and I'm lactose intolerant. So I was like, yo, this should be like a crazy play on words. I'm lactic acid, but this shit was just weird. Like no one understood what the fuck the name was about. So I dropped the lactic part, and Chuck, my middle name is long and African. It's Chukwu Meka. It means God given. So I took the Chukwu part. That's what everybody in my family called me. They called me Chuki. So I cut it to Chuck. And now it's Chuck Acid. Okay. You know what I mean? So and like I say, my name means like I'm splitting up the bullshit. Like you know what I mean? Like that's my
Yeah, that's dope.
All right, I feel like how Wale basically shortened his name, like his joint was Umbo. Something like I know it's Wale in it.
That's African shit. You gotta Americanize it. You can't just be Uchulu walking around and shit. That's too much. So,
I feel you. Who was your influences coming up?
I wanted to be like Biggie Smalls. Like that was my first like favorite like who made me go in and rewrite my raps. Before that, like I used to think musically Lupe was the greatest, and then someone put me on to Kanye. I was like, oh shit, like this is and from there it was just a rabbit hole. Like from Kanye, like Kanye really introduced me to like all the hip hop legends, the Jay-Z's, and all the the Twisters, the Chicago legends, you know. Jay Dilla was like another rabbit hole. Like his album Donuts, that was like a Bible for me as a producer. Like I literally just would spin it back. I used to hate it. I was like, what is this? Like, I listen to it, I'm like, oh, he trying to show you how to chop samples. He not trying to make a good song or a good beat. He really trying to like communicate lessons. So once I started listening to it like that, I'll listen to the beat. Then I'll turn the sample, like that what he sampled, and I'm like, oh shit, he took a piece from the first part, went all the way to the back of the record, got that piece, went to the middle. Like, he's just a mad scientist. So that's when I really fell in love with the whole process of making like beats and therefore music in general. I was like, yo, like, it's not just about saying, you know, the hardest shit, quote unquote. It's just about making a complete world that niggas can fall into. You mean, like, and that's what Kanye did for me. So yeah.
I feel you. Well, if you could collab with anybody dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Frederick Douglass. He got
Frederick Douglass.
he got a narrate. Listen, he got to narrate my ish, right?
Oh, all right.
Think about
I
it.
was trying like Frederick
on
Douglass.
some you mean? Like, that's what
like
my
Morgan Freeman
butterfly.
did
Yo,
with 21 Savage.
you feel me? You feel me? So look, it's gonna start off like, you mean, it's gonna just tell my little story, whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like at the end, I'm talking to Frederick Douglass, and he's like, yo, this how I free the slaves. This how you gonna free the minds of the people. Whoop-de-whoop.
I feel you.
No, you did ass like
Yes.
Like all right.
Yes.
All right,
I don't need no artist because I'm
It sound like a
I'm
70s stoner or some
yeah.
shit.
Well, listen. I'm from a different time. I'm an
A
old
70s
soul.
stoner, that's
Like,
funny.
I'm an old soul. But like, I get competitive. I don't like other people on my records, especially if it's gonna be like a collaboration. I'm gonna be in the studio with this nigga for a long time. I'm gonna be picking his brain. It's gonna end up in the verses. I don't wanna have a little joint where it's like, yeah, I wrote this nigga. If I'm collaborating with another artist, it could be like, yeah, he spent all this time, just like Kanye and Jay. You know, Ye got a couple lines influence. You know, Jay had a couple lines influence too. Like, I don't want none of that. You mean, like, if he influenced it, it's from like some cross genre stuff. Like,
I feel you.
you feel me?
So do you have any like upcoming projects or anything?
Like my series, like the Never Ending, like I'm dropping it in volumes. So it's basically every year, every couple years of my life, I put it in like a project, and it's like a chapter, almost like an autobiography. It really is one. And so I put out 1.5. That's kind of like little freestyles, little different things that like I was putting out here and there. I put it together on one project, and now the next iteration is volume 2. So and I got a lot of records, so I'm hoping that like if the stars align and whatnot, I could put out volume 2, then 2.5, and then 3, because like that's how many records I got. But I'm really just focused right now on, you know, picking and choosing what records can make the most cohesive story, because that's really like, I be getting itchy if I put something out and it's not exactly the way that I want it to be, or it don't tell the right story that I wanted it to, even if other people think it's hot. Like, I wanted to, you know, because for me it's like my life, you know. When I'm 87 years old, I want to look back and be like, yeah, that's accurate. You mean, I don't want to have to make little corrections and shit like that.
I feel you.
So yeah, that's my next project, volume 2.
That's dope. That's dope. What you think about the current game?
Like
how you view it? Like what you think about it as a whole?
I think honestly, I say one thing. I don't think it. I think if anyone is saying something along the lines of this is how it's done in the industry, I think that's misleaded. I think that there is no industry anymore. I think that shit collapsed like a couple years ago. And now what people are doing in the game, if you're talking about the financial structure, what people are doing in the game is trying to figure out, okay, how do I make money in a world where, you know, we don't have CDs, so you can't sell mixtapes. I mean, before we was like, oh, if we shut down all the people selling the bootlegs, then the music industry is saved. But obviously it wasn't nothing about, that's just a symptom. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like right now, like, the game is really about owning your story, making money off of like you being you. And I think that's a difficult thing, because it's not a quick return in doing that. Because, you know, first and foremost, if you making something that don't sound like what made it, you're automatically seen as a failure. You're not making the thing that sound like the radio hit. What is you doing? You mean?
Yeah.
Why? I see what you trying to do, but make this bullshit real quick, and then go back to making the shit.
That too though. What you think about the music that's being put out right now, like by all these artists?
I think it's just it's good music. It's like it's like, what are you gonna play in the parties if it's not this? You understand? You're not gonna play some nigga think about the time you ain't pay your taxes. You mean you're not listening to no deep shit in the club.
Right.
Something has to be played, like especially now. Like this is, we have never been through some bullshit like this before. We need some shit to make us forget about what the fuck is going on outside. So yeah, we need that, right? And we need that to kind of, so when we go into these spaces, when we partying and we having fun, we don't think about nothing. We can just turn the news on if we want some deep shit. Fuck a conscious album right now. Turn CNN on, you get shit to Pimp a Butterfly. Like right now, it's like we need that, but at the same time, it's not a sustaining model. You can't put out something that's hot today and expect that same song to feed your family for 15 years. The only people who's been able to do that through hip hop are people with story. J. Cole, Jay-Z, believe it or not, like from 1996, he's one of the only old head OG rappers to make it this far, and he's a billionaire. That's fucking
Snoop though.
Nah.
Snoop, but
Yeah.
all right, but he's like a pure rapper. These other niggas have help. You mean they
Oh, go ahead, my fault. No.
Who, Nas?
No, I was looking at his face. No, my fault. No, go ahead, my fault. I just was wrecking his face.
Look, we can talk about it.
No, go ahead. I don't want you. Continue.
Y'all gonna mess up my record deal, man. We can't even talk about these big
No, I
boys.
just thought as far as his face, but no, I don't want you to lose your
But
thought.
listen, Jay-Z's the only rapper that has sustained a catalog that's, purely been his vision. And it's all been, he don't rap about being someone, what did Common do? He made the Electric Circus where he became a different motherfucker, and now he a different character. He don't gotta do that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't like Common's music like that, but I fuck with him as a person. But I'm saying, like, he was able to be himself over and over and over, drop that record over and over, sustain a team with him. Like that's a model that, like, people gotta take heed to. And I think that when you can make the connection between the bullshit, that we do need that bullshit right now, if you can make the connection between that and, like, all right, this is somebody with a story, like, this is somebody who I want to see this man progress. Like, I feel like we don't really have that no more. We don't have people who come out and we can support them because we believe in their story. Like, we kind of believe in a song, and we want another one of those. But
yeah, I feel you.
you mean?
Oh, I'm about to ask you. So, all right. So, what topics do you normally touch on? Then? Like, far as stories, like you say, you tell stories. So, what are the usual topics you talk about?
I talk about shit. So I talk about shit that I seen in my life. I talk about when I don't like. I'll be feeling weird about rapping about people in my life though. So it got to a point where niggas came to me and asked me, like, yo, how come you don't rap about this, that, and the third? So I'll be rapping about, situations I feel like will never be seeing the day of light if it's not through me. And then I rap about my perspective, and also just like I've been rapping since 13. So it's been a lot of niggas that tell me no. It's been a lot of niggas that say you crazy. It's been a lot of niggas that said you corny, and I done had to persevere through all of that. So I just rap about all those times, and I love to do the, like, niggas used to say, and my whole thing is progression. Like, niggas say that I'm not this right now, but at this age, I know that Jay-Z became nice at 26, so I got time to progress. I got time to grow. So that's like my superpower. Like, watch me grow. Like, that's what I rap about.
I got one more question though. I'm actually like, so why like you said, nigga like, why you feel like he was able to transcend through many decades and all that? What you think he did differently versus a Nas, Ye, 3 Stacks?
So I like Jay-Z. I like Ye's path better. I will say that, but I say with Jay, what he was able to do differently was, from the rip, he understood that he was making music. He understood who he was. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is somebody who could have done auto-tune, but what did he do? Deaf auto-tune. That wasn't him though. That wasn't just him like, you know what? I'm gonna do deaf auto-tune. No, he had a team around him. He had niggas like Guru, like, don't do auto-tune, Jay. You know what I mean? Like, Then he had a Swiss Beats like, yo, I'm gonna cook something up for you right now. You mean? Like, then he had people in position. So that's why he was able to last so long. You feel me? A lot of people, they just, you know, they out there and they the one, and they thinking like they can survive 10 years in a war just with their own gun and a strap. They just in the field with it. Nah, like you need a platoon. Like, and that's why Jay-Z, even Ye, you know, Ye had a crazy motherfucking platoon, right? Like he had, you know, yes, he made his own beats, but the help and the layers, the Charlie Wilsons, the no IDs, like, you mean, that's why he was able to last so long, like, and that's why I feel like you know, that kind of, it's like I said before, it's like a movie with no soundtrack. You mean, like, why would you want to watch that? You mean, like, you would watch it, it'd be like, it's cool, but then it'd be all these awkward silences. It'd be like, you get up to get some popcorn just to cut the tension, like, god damn. But when you got that team around you, like, oh, when it's raining, put the little, you mean, violins right there and shit. You mean, when they kiss, put the little, I don't know, fucking cellos and shit, put that shit in there. You mean, like, that's what makes, you know, an hour and some change seem like, damn, I want to watch that movie again. I mean, I want to watch an hour and 30 minutes of someone else's life again. Yeah, because that soundtrack hot. Because that story fire. Like, yeah, that's how I feel.
I feel you. I feel that. What's the next question?
She looked at that. Because he probably thought she knew I was going to say something else, but like, go ahead.
I thought she was. I was waiting for all the questions. Give the viewers your social media and where they can contact you.
Chuck Acid, one word, CHUCKACID. That's Instagram. Check out my website, neverendingmixtape.com. That's where you can cop up on the freshest gear. You feel me? This is a pamphlet. If you see me in the streets, you probably gonna get this. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, then I'm sorry you missed it. You mean, I'm probably gonna sign it. It's gonna be some legendary shit. It's gonna be worth like $100 million one day. I don't know. The stickers is out too. It's like a cent, but if I see you, you get it for free. You feel me? That's just for you. That's just for the people. Yeah. That's where they can find me.
You want to hop into the topics?
Yeah, so
That's how it's
you want to hop into the topics?
Hop into the topics.
Lil Wayne. So Lil Wayne and Lil Pump endorsed Donald Trump. So how you feel about that?
How do I feel about that?
Yeah.
I don't feel. Look, they got a different tax bracket. They supposed to. It'd be weird. That's the thing. Like, look, if you are being yourself, if you really out for your own interests, you understand what I'm saying? And you not lying to my face, I kind of appreciate that in these times. Like, you got a different bank account, okay? If you support Biden, what is you trying to gain? You trying to get me to buy your album, bro? Like, you mean, it's over for you. You might as well go for your pockets. And like, that's their prerogative. I never look to a rapper for my political. You mean
exactly
for my because they got their own ish. So yeah.
Well, especially Lil Pump, because it ain't his problem. Like the black struggle, that ain't his problem anyway.
He's not relevant, so he doing whatever he can.
It's not his
audience.
Yeah,
that too,
definitely.
But it's just not his problem, so I won't even expect.
No, but Lil Wayne done that.
Yeah. But I mean, remember a couple years ago when he did that interview?
He's a coon.
That's what I'm saying. So what you expect? You get what I'm saying? Like,
I appreciate. Listen. I say this too. I feel the same way I feel about how when people come out and support Biden and support, the other team, because I really don't see what the fuck they gonna do for us as black people.
You voted?
I did vote, yeah.
So you did? So.
Yeah.
All right. That's
listen,
interesting.
Listen, we can talk about it. I know that's a question. We can talk about that.
Oh, which one do you like? All right,
no, we can talk about that. We can talk about that when we get to that topic. Unless you want to we can talk about it right now. Who I voted for.
Yeah, I mean, so why vote? Like, if you don't feel like
either one. I'll say this. I'm gonna start with this. I voted for my favorite rapper, Kanye West. That's who I voted for.
Oh,
You voted for
Yes,
Kanye?
absolutely. You can have a conversation.
Oh, I'm thinking like you voted for one.
So this is interesting then.
Yeah.
So what makes you okay? Because I love Kanye. I'm
Let's
a Kanye
talk
fan
about
too.
it.
But
Absolutely.
I'm not voting for that. All right. So why
Yes.
you voted for Ye?
Because I know, first and foremost, I've been a fan of Ye since college dropout,
Facts.
late
Me
registration,
Me too.
graduation. I know all of his, I'm gonna say this again. I know all of his political views. I know where he stands. Do I agree with all of them? No. But I know all of his political views. He
Yeah.
hasn't changed since the first album.
Yeah,
That's the truth. He's always been Christian.
Yeah.
Now you look at Biden. What is he today? He's whatever he gotta be to be the president. Same thing he was the last couple times he was running with, Obama. Anytime he's running for office, he's whatever the popular thing is.
Yeah.
How can I trust that? I can't.
I feel you.
Trump, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and we're not even gonna get into the ish that Biden got into with the sexual allegations.
Yeah, I heard about.
We not gonna get into that. We don't have to get into that. So out of all the candidates, why would I waste my vote for somebody like Biden, who's only pandering to us black people so he can get into office? And why would I pander to a racist? I wouldn't. See, I feel like as black people, what we should do is we should vote for the people. Look, as much as you hate it, white people voted for crazy ass Trump. They not mad. Why? Because they know that crazy motherfucking celebrity motherfucker is gonna go in there and do what the fuck he needed to do for them.
Exactly.
But when it comes to us as black people, we see somebody and we go, he crazy. We don't look at our own. Yeah, he crazy as a motherfucker. How come we can't accept the bad with the good? We gotta understand, like, this is really the only person that's up there, and it would have been a sign of solidarity against the Democratic Party, the Republican Party, to show them, oh, we can't just come in at the last second and promise them some bullshit. We gotta actually give them something. Like how Ice Cube went out there and fucking wrote a whole plan.
Exactly.
None of them. Nobody talked about
Exactly.
it. Who talked about it?
Exactly.
No one took it seriously.
Exactly.
When are they gonna take it seriously? You think they're gonna take it seriously? Why? Because we voting for Biden, right?
No, I feel you.
No.
That's my form of protest was this. First and foremost, I said, listen, I never in my life had the opportunity to vote for someone who I 100% wanted to vote for. Period. Now, is this the opportune, circumstances? Is this my Obama? Hell no. No. But it's Kanye. It's to me, out of a child rapist and a racist, Kanye West, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
College dropout, fuck yeah.
Classic.
See what I'm saying? Like, that's how I was thinking. And then plus, there's a lot of, when I was voting, and I was thinking, I was looking at the local laws, like they was coming out with a committee to watch to police the police, and I wanted to vote for that, and I wanted to vote for the local different things like that that I thought was important.
See, the local shit is what matters for real.
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck? Like, I love Obama, but what happened for black people when Obama was the president? He probably tried his best, but nothing happened.
Well, some people say the healthcare and certain things that educate, but it's like it wasn't.
It
wasn't saying that it was
that was for everybody.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
That's great.
Yeah.
He did a lot of shit for everybody.
It wasn't no
What
specific
about
agenda
us?
for black
It wasn't
For
like this
us.
is for black people.
And it's never gonna be that until we do some radical shit. We always talk about, man, we gotta dismantle the system, this, that, and the third. Then Kanye run for president, niggas want to act scared. I don't know. Let's vote for Biden. Why? For what?
Because they feel like this going to lead to their agenda. They think
What agenda?
They
There
think
ain't no
another person
agenda.
keep falling for the same.
They on
look,
some.
It ain't no agenda.
Evil.
It's
That's
no.
what niggas on.
It ain't no less. A rapist is not worse than a racist. I'm sorry. A racist motherfucker, I can punch him in the face. A child rapist, I feel kind of icky touching.
But that's
that
how it
motherfucker
look
with my
though. That's
fist,
how it
I'll be
look
honest.
though.
No, but it's the thing, like, cause somebody sent me something about affordable housing and all this other stuff like that. So I look at, so like I said, like, it depends on certain, or businesses. So it depends on, like I said, of course, every president is gonna put out something that they, you know what I mean, like Trump, the platinum plan or prison reform. Like I said, it sound good. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, they just put out the agendas. Like,
I can't trust no flip floppy, wishy washy motherfucker that told me that if I don't vote for him, I'm not black.
Exactly.
Okay.
He did say that.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm gonna tell the police when they pull me over. Listen, I voted. Hey, I didn't vote for Biden. Right now, when you pulling me over with that gap, you gotta treat me like how Biden said. You mean?
I'm not black because according
to that's who we wanted to vote for. All right, that's cool.
But I respect this though. What you feel like Kanye? Because like, was you surprised that he got 50,000 votes? That's what they said.
No, fuck no.
Oh, you wasn't surprised?
No.
All right, but I'm asking this though. So what you feel like? Because like this is my thing with Kanye. Like,
yeah, what's up?
Kanye's a visionary. I give you that. Like, he's a visionary, right? He don't live in I tell him all the time. He don't live in the present. He always in the future.
Yeah.
But he's all like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
he's sporadic. Yeah,
exactly.
He
like,
need a team of motherfuckers around him.
Yeah, it's like, cause did you see the joint with him and Joe Biden, the interview and all that?
Him and Joe Biden?
I mean, Joe Rogan.
Oh yeah, I was about to say.
I'm tripping. I keep getting the Joe's fucking. I'd call it Joe Biden, Joe Button. I'm tripping, dog. But I meant to say Joe Rogan. Whatever. But they was talking about shit, and cause I really sat down, like I really watched an interview.
I did. I watched that.
3 hours.
Of course
I'm sitting here.
Yeah.
So it's like, what you feel like stood out for what he was talking about, like, you know, as far as like what he would do as if he was, which I highly doubt he would like ever be, because I mean I got my own opinion on that. As far as like,
well, how that's the same thing they said about Trump.
But it's the thing though.
That's why is it
Trump is a white man. It's different. Trump, like it's different.
But
like,
let's talk real quick. I'm gonna answer the question, but let's talk about why it is different though.
Why is we different with Kanye?
It's two crazy motherfuckers, right? Let's agree that these are two crazy motherfuckers, right?
Well, that's an egotism.
They're crazy motherfuckers. They say what they want to say, right?
I like that. Yeah.
So why is it that white people, right, when it's they own and it's a crazy motherfucker, they can accept it to get to the bag, but for us it's different.
No, it's not the fact I accept it. It's the fact that one got privilege, the other one don't.
One got
it's
privilege.
a matter of privilege.
One got privilege.
It's not accepting. Like, yeah, it's.
But I'm talking about us supporting us.
I'm not supporting Ye. I'm keeping being. Ain't even because listen, I'm gonna tell you why.
Though? Why?
Because Ye is not a logical. The nigga, like you say, sporadic. He's not like focused on. Like, let's be logical, dog. Like,
let's be logical.
No, we gonna be logical because I'm a Ye fan. But if you be like on some serious shit, like you, a nigga, to be president, dog, you gotta be like. It's one thing to be a musical genius and you know architecture. You doing,
it's one thing to be a celebrity.
Yeah, but fuck the
one thing to
part.
be what 8 seasons of The Apprentice. that was his background. The nigga made 4 years.
Hey, but I mean,
let's talk about it though. What's
all right? So I'm gonna ask you this. So what you feel like Ye? All right. So because you said the things you don't agree with, things you do agree with. What do you agree with? You feel like Ye can do for our community? What you feel like? Where it's like, all right. No, I'm asking you.
That's a good question.
What can Ye do? Where it's like, yo. Besides him being a billionaire and owning land, because that's the only inspiration I got. What other plans? Because I heard about abortion. Okay, I don't agree with abortion. I agree with that. But what economical?
What was his economic plan?
What's the economic plan?
Well, like he said in his commercial, he believed in the future. It's like, no, look. So look.
Like, no,
honestly, look. This is what I think. I feel like where his mind was, like just from listening to a lot of his interviews, he's what they call Pan-African, so he has a lot of those ideals.
Dr. Umar should do.
Marcus
Garvey.
Marcus Garvey. There you go. Marcus Garvey. Yeah, because Umar done ran into some trouble.
No,
you mean?
With Dr. Umar, just saying. He said Pan-African.
Yeah. That's kind of his MO. So I think that he would, out of all of the candidates, I think that he would have placed the most emphasis on black economic empowerment. I've seen a lot of the work that he's been doing in Chicago with the schools. Mm-hmm. He's really interested in building an infrastructure. So his business, his business acumen and building up, his brand. I feel like that's what will go into the black empowerment part. And I think that what Kanye does the best is bring people together to do the shit that he might have the capacity to do. Just like on his albums. Can the nigga play keys? Hell no, but you hear keys on every single motherfucking album, right? He brought the right motherfucker to the table. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like that is where he would shine. And I think the thing is like, the packaging definitely looks crazy as a motherfucker. But if you put that, whatever is in that packaging, if you put that in I'm trying to go somewhere with this metaphor. If let's say it's a battery packet, right? You put that battery in the machine. If it's working good and it's doing its thing and it's doing what it's supposed to, do it matter what the packaging look like? You mean like when we talk about by any means necessary, when we talk about protests, when we talk about dismantling the system, that shit don't supposed to look clean and it's not supposed to look like Obama going into the office and fixing shit. It's supposed to look like a chaos. It's supposed to reflect the truth of what's going on. And I feel like, if anything, at the very least, having the Kanye in the office will reveal the truth of what the hell is going on in the office.
I'm asking you a quick question though. But do you think working in the system is going to change the system? Like people always say, because people always say, "Oh, you got to infiltrate it to change it." But it's like, you think these motherfuckers going to be stupid enough to let somebody infiltrate? You think they're going to let people get power? Like, in other words, like, you think somebody gonna be stupid enough to do that? Hell, fucking no.
Trump.
Huh?
Trump.
You think so? You think so? So a motherfucker, so you think
the nigga was on fucking Fresh Prince?
He was on a lot of shit.
He was on a lot of shit. He was on WWE.
He was on Home Alone, all that shit. I mean,
he was on Home Alone
and all that shit. Yeah, but what they got? But I'm saying, let's be real though. Like, nigga,
do you think we would let a nigga they let that nigga in?
No. But I'm talking about for African Americans, so-called African. I'm saying, like, do you think they would let a nigga like Kanye, right? And we using Kanye for example because he's the only one that's like, all right. You think they're gonna because Kanye visionary. Let's say, so you think they're gonna let him infiltrate a system, right? That's already not designed for us, right? This is already a mousetrap. This is already a bar, whatever you call it. Yeah. Whatever you call it.
Yeah.
So you think they're gonna be stupid enough to let somebody get in this shit and do shit through Congress?
I'll keep it a being with you. This might sound crazy, right? This might sound crazy. We might be going into another dimension with this. I think it would be the smartest thing to do, because it would show, it would perpetuate the illusion that people really do get to vote for whoever the fuck they want to vote for, right? The fact that they letting him, or they holding people like that actually have influence, and people you may want to be the president, and they say, oh, he too crazy. That kind of show their card. That kind of show that there's a system in place to hold it out, and people are smart enough to peep that. Like, that's why we had, before Trump, a lot of civil unrest, because people felt like their voices weren't being heard. You feel me? So once that happened, what happened? All that racist rhetoric started coming out, and then Trump became the president, right? So that they had to let that happen, because why? How the F does all these people vote for this motherfucker and he not the president? That's something fishy, right? So I'm not saying that's the case for right now with Kanye, because he only got 50,000, right? But I feel like that would be a smart thing. Like, and the thing that would break it apart is when they do let something like that in, managing that mess, I think, would be the dismantling of it, because, like, how the fuck do you manage a Kanye in the White House?
And that's my point, though. So,
right,
like I said, one thing about Kanye, one thing I like about Kanye, right? He was able to break all barriers, right? People told him stick to producing, all right? Then he became a rapper.
Yeah.
Oh, stick to music. Then he did fashion, right? They laughed at him and all that. But this the only one where I was like, no, nigga, you're not breaking this one. You're not breaking this one.
Hold up. Stay out of this joint. Stay out the way.
No, because you know how you be like, you try to marginalize me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, they do. But it's like, but with this one, it's like, this one is fixed, though. Even though all industries is fixed, just like when you try to do the masters and all that. You gotta understand, bro, all this shit is fixed. Even though he can break much barriers and all that, it's a certain ceiling where it's like, all right, nigga, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like when they did Bill Cosby and shit like that. All right, nigga, like, all right, but let you do this. Like, these motherfuckers, I'm trying, like, that's a whole different, you feel me? I'm not saying, because Kanye, I get what you're saying, like, all right, because Trump was president, so that's why Kanye felt like he can, because they let Trump, but it's different with that nigga. Not the fact that it's acceptable, it's just the fact that it could be bloodline, it could be a whole bunch of shit, money. Even though Kanye's a billionaire, it's just different shit. The nigga is he's black. I don't think it's just like.
Why? It's just scary because he black though. I think that's the underlying. I don't think it's and it's not like you saying that. I don't think it's nobody saying it. I think that's just what we was born into this type of. That's what I'm trying to point at.
And it's the fact that not the control.
We gotta separate.
But it's the fact, because you got to think like Obama, that's different. Yeah, we were right. That's bloodline. I don't care what nobody say, because people keep forgetting that. Yeah, he was Kenyan, whatever you call it, but let's not act like his mom wasn't white. So let's not. And he was less threatening. Let's be clear. A nigga like Kanye, he gonna say how he feel. Obama not doing it. So it's like, we not letting. Oh hell no, this motherfucker. They not going for that. This motherfucker since said George Bush don't care about black. Like, and what's nothing wrong with him, just saying, but they know that nigga you can't control. Like Kanye said, y'all niggas can't control me. Like, they not going for that, bro.
Not even that though. You gotta think about it. This is a system that works for them, right? So you think they would actually let somebody in that's genuinely for black people? So all right, and change shit that works for them. You get what I'm saying? Right. You get what I'm saying? Why would you let somebody do that? You get what I'm saying?
This is the scary thing though. I don't. Let me. I'm gonna answer you right. This is the scary thing. Whenever we talk about like some revolutionary shit, right? We always get to this point where we say, do you really think they are gonna let us?
No, it's because
right?
we need to separate. We create
separate,
our own
bro.
system. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I'm not saying let them. I'm talking about we need to instead of trying to infiltrate their shit. Fuck them.
Like
let's separate
a lot of people
and create our own system.
A lot of people is on a we can't. A
How?
lot of people's on a.
How is it impossible?
Wait, no.
We can't even get along as black.
No. But hold on. Let me get to that.
That's because we was
Listen
conditioned.
to my thing. See,
Yeah.
I disagree with that too. Because the thing is like this. I'm not with it all. We can't beat them, join them mentality. I'm not with that. Y'all tripping. I don't want to sit with him at the table. I'm cool. Like I was one of them niggas where I didn't give a fuck about being popular, nigga. I run my own way. So in fact, it's like people keep saying we can't get together. No, that's because we don't know ourselves and we talk self-hate and all that. We're not aware. Once you aware, you know yourself because they don't want you to know yourself. Once you know yourself and know who you are and all that, because a lot of people still in the matrix, a lot of people still in brainwash. So that's why we can't get nowhere. It's not because. Like it's reasons for this, bro. It's deeper than this. Like it's mental post
Black
traumatic.
people as a whole, we got $1 trillion consumer.
Yeah, so it's like it's
you
not
know
like
what
it's
I'm saying?
not possible.
If we took
bro.
that bread, bro,
and put it in our
really
own
did
communities,
Yeah.
rather than
Come
you
on,
support,
bro.
rather than you support somebody else, it's like working. Like, why should I just keep making this nigga rich? We're not gonna have more. Now that might take me longer, but why not just hone on to that?
Right.
Everybody so want to be caught up with the Joes. As everybody know, I'd rather be the rabbit. No, I'm fucking up. The tortoise and the
Then the hair.
Then the hair. You know what I'm saying? But nobody want to be the hair. You get the metaphor. Like nobody want to be the hair though. Nobody wants the process. And then everybody, we can't get the no, we can get together, dog. Let's just stop putting our bullshit aside. Put your flag to the side. Put your game to the side. Put your religion to the side.
Yeah.
Put your gender, whatever separates us, your hood, whatever. No, nigga, we should have a common goal, and it's not that. But everybody got a Judas, like you know what I'm saying. Like it's a metaphor. Like everybody got that nigga that's gonna do some. But it's like I'm not worried about that. Let's have a common goal. Like fuck all that. I'm Hebrew Israelite. I'm Nation of Islam. I'm more. I'm whatever comedic. Like everybody, we so divided. But I don't know. I can go on.
It's hard.
About that,
it's
bro.
hard. It's hard. It's difficult, man.
It's possible though, dog. Niggas gotta know themselves. They don't want you to know yourself. But all I'm saying is, it just doesn't make sense to. Like I said, it's pop, bro. It's pop. Okay, if that's the case, then we never gonna. No, see, this is my problem with this mentality though. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you never gonna go nowhere. You keep thinking that we never gonna go back to because we had this country. We had this fuck America. America. We had this world period first. We was in power first. This is our country. I mean, this is our earth. This is our. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we keep having a mentality. We're never going to advance as a people. That don't make sense. If you keep thinking it's possible, so what's the point of you being pro-black or point of being advancement of your people if you have that mentality thinking that it's never gonna be possible? I just don't get it. Isn't that the point? What do you mean? No, that doesn't make sense. Why have that mentality if you don't want to advance your people? If you say it's not gonna happen, so you might as well just say fucking it and let's just keep complaining about being oppressed.
What's not gonna happen?
That's us uniting and actually doing for ourselves instead of keep begging this man and complaining while we keep being oppressed instead of being on some Black Wall Street shit. Yeah, they burnt it down. Okay, built it back the fuck up. Yeah, ain't saying it's easy, but goddamn, like I just don't understand the mentality. It's like a girl staying in an abusive relationship, and it's like you keep complaining why he keep beating you, but you staying in a relationship. That's what y'all want to do. Y'all still want to keep getting abused.
That's not the perspective I'm speaking on when I say it's not possible. You talking to a nigga that does a lot of community advocacy, and I'm saying that we can't even sit down. Just like you said, we can't even sit down and have a conversation without getting upset over the littlest shit, like over the smallest things, whether it be our views on sexuality, our views on religion, just like you said. And it's not just us. It is an American thing. Like we take every small ideology and we turn it into something else.
If you want, you can get over there.
No, I don't want to.
No. But
No,
but go ahead. But I don't want to. No, you're good. No, but I'm saying.
all right.
Oh no, I'm saying, but no.
Right. But that's why I said I'm
just get it. It'd probably be best from.
I'm just saying, at the end of the day, dog. If you want change, like it's with anything, dog. Like J. Cole said, change is slow, always has been, always will be. But fuck that, I'm gonna bust back until it kills me. It's like whatever, dog. Some niggas gotta die. It's in the history. You have to sacrifice your life, or you have to sacrifice your freedom. Oh, like who gonna do it? Because at the end of the day, it's like, what are we talking about if you're not willing to take a risk or a sacrifice? We just gonna keep complaining.
Look, let me say. I'll say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. I feel like, man, what Asian communities, right? Are they suffering right now? Do we know?
Well, I mean, with Chinese,
none that we know about.
How's Chinatown doing?
Chinatown,
but see the thing about that, I see where you going. I know where he going. But see the thing about that is
right now, what's going on over there?
No, I get what you're saying, but
break it down though. Break it down. Why ethnicities grow though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, the thing about that is just like the poppies in the hood,
Yeah.
the Chinese people, the Indians. The thing about this is the reason they got businesses and they got their little towns and shit like that is because if they fuck up, the government can kick them back to their country. With black people, we here, they can't do that. So that's why they locking us up in jail and doing all types of goofy shit with us. You can't just kick us
We
back.
don't have dual citizenship.
You got-
in other words.
that's what I'm
Where
saying.
you from? Like, what's your ethnicity?
My ethnicity, I'm Nigerian and Ivorian. Yeah,
Exactly. Where the hell we gonna go?
I was born here. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
but you
Exactly.
you have
That's
a,
what I'm
like
saying.
him, like he's Dominican, like you got, but you have a dual citizenship, like you have an actual nation. We don't have a nation. They stripped everything from the tongue.
We just black. You get what I'm saying?
And I don't even consider like
I
that's.
think y'all missing his point though. He's saying he has one citizenship. He's only a
Yeah, I'm
citizen.
only here. What I was saying is this. Let me say this.
So
I could go-
They can't send him to no other country.
No,
What I'm saying is
Exactly.
reason I asked
That's my
this,
point,
reason
though.
I asked, this is why I'm asking this. Like, you see how they handle they issues, and we don't even know that they had issues in the first place. They get together, they figure this shit out.
Yeah, but they didn't go through 400 years of oppression and
Right, they
slavery
didn't,
and brainwashing.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what
You
I'm
get what I'm
saying.
saying?
Here's the crazy thing about that. They didn't go through that. We went through that, persevered, and we got the blueprint. This let me say if every day you come through that door, I knock you on the head, right? Every single goddamn day. And then one day you just say, right?
Yeah.
Is you going and you see another nigga, right? You see him with the bat. Mind you, you just went through 15 years of this shit, right?
Yeah.
You see the nigga with the bat. Is you gonna go through the door the same way?
No, I get what
No,
you're saying.
no, you're not, right? Now another motherfucker, let's say the motherfucker just came straight from the boat, don't know nothing about nothing. He goes through the motherfucking door, he gets knocked, right? You gonna watch that shit, you gonna be like, damn, how come he didn't, he ain't get knocked on the head for 15 years straight.
Yeah.
Niggas, we got, this is what they always do to us. They always make it feel like, they always make it feel like we don't understand. They make it, look, we got a book, it's called The New Jim Crow, right? It lays out all the shit that they've been doing to us and that they are doing to us and that they will and have the power to do to us, right? So if you got the playbook, you got the cheat code, why the fuck we still falling for the same shit?
Exactly.
Let me tell you why. Because this is what they tell you from birth. Oh, white people got this and you down here, you don't got the power. 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 Yo, I want to be an astronaut. Shut up. You don't got the power. You don't got the. That's what they repeat to us. Even though we live in a day and age where not even 10 years ago we had the internet. Now every little black boy has the internet. Damn near they got access to it.
Well,
so what I'm
all
saying is this.
basically
This is what I'm
saying the
saying. All
same
I'm
thing
saying is this. All I'm saying is this. Right. We got the cheat codes. It's black people out here that, despite their 400-year past, is killing it. But why? This is the question though. Why they hiding them stories and telling you about the failures?
You know why?
Exactly. But that's a lie though.
Yeah.
It's motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. It's.
No, I give.
It's
No,
a
we
mentality.
saying the same thing, but
It's a mentality.
But the difference is,
It's a mentality. I'm not here. I don't believe that we keep on falling for the same shit. Every time we fall down, it's man. But we didn't go through. Bro, we should be stronger because we done went through 400 years of this
but
shit.
why would you think it's different infiltrating their system?
Say that again.
Why would you think it would be different by infiltrating their system?
Yeah, because it's already you already set up for failure.
We're talking about Kanye being the president.
No.
In
In general,
it's parallel to that.
In
but I'm
general.
saying, in general, like in other words, basically what you said.
We
about the
basically
Kanye
all
thing.
saying the same
So we
thing.
saying the same thing. But
If
what
you
I'm
got
saying-
if you got the blueprint,
Yeah.
but we all know that the system is we all know.
Why we
So
keep
wha-
talking about the system? You know what?
What you mean? That's the main thing we up against.
In Chinatown, they got a police station too, right? It's still the Philadelphia police station, right? So they in the system, whatever fucking secret society they got is infiltrated. They got the government in the motherfucker. Right? All I'm saying is this. If someone can come right from a different country, and I understand what you're saying, they got a backup plan, right? But they can go back to their country, quote unquote, right? But what I'm saying is this: Not only do we got our own cheat code, them 400 years, we got our books, we got our wits about us, right?
Yeah.
And also we got their cheat codes because we know that these motherfuckers is dipping off, right? This is the problem. When an Asian man goes through a problem, right, they get together with their family of people, right? And they solve the problem. When black people have a problem, they call up Al Sharpton. We on CNN. We in front of white people talking about black issues. We in front of everybody talking about our personal shit.
Yo,
that's why we can't get right.
No,
that's one of the main problems we can't get right.
This is what it's for. That's what you saying though.
I'm not
That's funny as shit.
Go ahead.
Tell these people.
Go ahead. No, I feel you,
I think
bro.
we
That's all I'm
have.
saying.
I think we. All right. Do I agree with the infiltrating or not infiltration? This is what I say, bro. White people been showing us that they infiltrated every single system and prosper every time. They infiltrate Africa. They infiltrated America. They infiltrated every system and took that joint over. So I get it. Like, no, don't infiltrate the system. I'm like, these niggas did it perfectly. Like, they had a plan, huh?
Well, not even that. They was.
That's what I'm saying. So
They was welcome though.
Because of that though, because we built because of that shit, bro.
Bro, hold on. They infiltrated the animal kingdom. Some skinny white nigga with glasses saw a gorilla, said that joint can clearly kill me. And they still got this nigga in the zoo.
Right.
Feel me? Like, at the end of the day, dog, there's always an infiltration of a system that's going on, period.
Why not do for self? Why not?
What's the difference?
The difference.
What's
the
the
difference
difference?
is I'm not going to keep being let down and keep going on broken promises every 4 years. That's the difference.
You talking about the presidency.
You talking about going into the government and shit and being the president and shit like that. What are you talking?
I'm talking about in general, the system period, whether it's senator, president, senator, mayor, every single level. Meek said it the best, levels to this shit. So you gotta look at every aspect. So it's like, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm talking about that in general. Only reason I say the Nation of Islam, the reason I respect them, and forget about religion, because that's here nor there. That's your own whatever. I'm talking about method-wise. They have their own hospital, own schools. They have own everything. They're not relying on some so-called system.
Dog.
You know what I'm saying? They're not relying on that.
But they are black people, so black people do own shit.
No, what that type of
That's
that,
what
that
I'm saying.
group.
We
That's
talking
that
about
program
the
and shit.
the people descendants of slaves and shit. That's what we talking about.
The Nation of Islam comes from this. Yeah.
Who?
I'm sorry. Can we like wrap this up? I'm so sorry.
But how many?
I said I'm really sorry. Can we like wrap this up?
On the topic?
Y'all, this one topic.
All right, go ahead.
Y'all been talking about for an hour.
What's the next topic? All right, hold on. What's the next
I'm talking
topic?
about this for almost an hour. I'm
No, this is a
like,
good topic.
I understand that, but I'm saying like,
All right,
an
Bree,
hour?
what's the next topic? Go ahead talk about.
I know y'all been. I
I
understand, but
Go
I'm
ahead.
like, you want
No,
the.
we gonna finish that.
You supposed to love
That's
this.
what I'm saying. You should be
That's what
relevant.
Pac gonna be doing. Sorry, no.
Go.
But I'm saying,
Why you looking at me?
but I'm saying, because I'm focused on you.
You always say that shit.
Right, because like
It's not even that. It's the whole YouTube video about to be all this political stuff. I'm supposed to be talking about music and like.
It's the election.
Hey yo, 1.5 out right now.
Yo, this is the election, yo.
I
Like,
understand, but
all right, go ahead. What's the next topic? Because I'm pretty sure. Go ahead.
yo, the
Because
bit.
it's the election. This is what
I understand it, but for an hour.
All right, go ahead.
This is why we can't get together.
Right. We on here. She want. No, go ahead.
Let's talk about hip hop, man.
Right.
That's what the show is, right?
It is, but we talk about Richard too. But go ahead.
All right, cool. Anyway, NLE Chopper dropped his video for Bryson. Did y'all even watch that?
Y'all listen to any other Chopper? I'm pretty.
That shit was hot.
No, I mean, but no. Okay, look, but no. This is a good topic because I feel like I don't know if it's genuine or not, but he one of them youngest that's actually talking about something.
Yeah.
When I'm talking about far as like the NBA young boys, the Roddy Riches, the little babies, the baby, I don't know, whatever the fuck he fucks, that's out right now, that's popping. He's actually talking about something. And I'm talking about conscious shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't saying he gotta be a Kendrick Lamar, Talib, or common ass nigga, Lupe nigga, but he's talking about some shit for a young nigga though. Like it's not like no typical bullshit. It's like, hold up, if you listen to this nigga saying, he like, oh, he's talking about some spiritual shit. Like it ain't no just on some surface level shit. So that's why I'm kind of fucked. But I'm at the same time, I'm like, how are they letting this nigga put out this shit though? At the same time, it's like, why are they letting them kind of like, in a way? Because like I told my homie the other day, like it's going back to what you were saying. We don't own this culture. Yes, this was this is all culture, quote unquote. But do we own these streaming platforms? Like you said, the record label is dying out. Do we what's the word? Distribution, like you know what I'm saying? Do we have no? So it's like at the end of the day, it's like for they let you do, like I said, like the Kendricks and Coles, but that's only 2 people. See what I'm saying? That's 2 niggas and quote unquote conscious niggas. You know what I'm saying?
So you think NLE is gonna be? He's on that road of a Kendrick Lamar.
I ain't gonna say all that, but I'm just saying. But far as a trap nigga, I'm saying, far as them trap niggas though, you gotta look at it because, like you said, every rap is all different type of rap, conscious rap, gangster rap, whatever, drill, whatever. You got different segments of it. I don't put rap as just one. Yeah. It's the subgenres, like any other genre. It's not the same. You can't compare Mac Miller to fucking I don't know, like NL Chopper or something like that. You just can't do that. It's 2 different spectrums. So I'm just saying, for him, dog, he's saying I didn't listen to the whole thing, but he is growth in it though, dog. Because I used to be that nigga, be like, you know what, he ain't talking about that. I'm not listening to that.
Yeah, I gotta listen to it.
Like some niggas is hot though. Like I feel like every different rapper though is different aspects. Like you might be good for wordplay, or he might be good for his delivery. He might be good for his rhyme. Like everybody not a lyrical nigga, or he might be good for his performance or his melody. I mean, or whatever. I don't know, because every rapper's not. You feel what I'm saying? Like I just respect how everybody executed. Like a little baby. Like he not no lyricist, but I tune into it though. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm not listening to him for that though.
Right.
I don't know. That's just me though.
Yeah, no, I never heard he's rapping. He kind of like made a 360, like from what I heard.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. So I don't know where he going with it. I don't know how long it's going to go.
He started off digging off of NBA.
Yeah, the typical.
He was. If you see like his first couple tracks when he first came out, like a year or 2 ago. He had the curly top like NBA, and the music sound just like even.
Basically what he's saying, they doing whatever works. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that's popping now, which is like, okay, we going. That's all they do. We rebrand it.
But he definitely changed though. Like if you see, you get a change. It's called Bryson. That shit hot.
Fuck all that. Listen to the album. Check the album. He
that too.
Energy. He talking about energy. He talking about look at Elon Small and say like he talking about.
Maybe that was his plan to infiltrate the system.
Or maybe that's the bombs.
Come back and started to talk about what he really wanted to say.
Right. What's the next topic, Bree?
Yeah. Bree.
Why
you looking at him?
I'm looking at you.
I'm always looking at him.
Okay, they're quiet. You're talking. So what do you mean? Why am I looking at quiet people for? That's
I feel
weird.
like I'm being used in an argument right now.
That's
like
weird. Why are you looking at
a
me? I'm like, you
OnlyFans.
don't talking shit. That's why.
Look at me. Look at him. Look at Trey. Like
They not doing nothing. All Trey do is laugh. He behind the camera.
All right, what's the next topic?
Like, okay, well, your baby daddy Drake.
Here you go. Here she go with that.
Oh my gosh, his Take Care album. Is it the album or the song that's on Billboard?
The album.
Okay, the album.
The album.
It's been on the Billboard charts for 400 weeks.
What y'all? That's what
Do y'all think it's a classic? That's what's in here on the bullet points.
Or
It's a classic.
What's your favorite song off the album?
Cameras.
Trying to catch you lacking.
Good one.
Oh yeah, cameras. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of people discredit him because they say, "Oh, The Weeknd gave him some song."
He did. He gave him the song.
But
Gave him
so what,
Kula.
though? But I don't. Me personally, y'all might disagree, but
Kula.
I don't think that's his best album. I think Nothing Was the Same. It's his best album. Oh, all right. I thought I was. You know what I'm saying? Take Care's a classic.
Concise.
Exactly, and I feel like he's gonna get back to that, but that's another story with CLB. But I feel like you said, concise, detailed story. I mean, because What You Call Me was just too. I like the album, but it was just too. What did you call it? Volley. I mean, what's that word? It was too singy. Like I like Drake that sing,
singy.
but yeah, it wasn't like it wasn't balanced. I feel like Nothing Was the Same was it was a good because Drake gonna give you both, and I feel like he balanced it well. Like he blended that shit. Like you know what I'm saying?
I like Take
Care.
Maybe it's the nostalgia from me. That was like my high
the
school.
feeling and all that.
Yeah, but man, that was to me. It was like quintessential. Like it was the perfect mix of rappy singing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I fuck with it. The flows and all that. He was trying to be from Houston. I fuck with it.
Like, my John person is Lord Knows. He went in that. I'm like, yo, Lord Knows. Underground Kings, I mean, The Ride, like this was just a vibe. It's like what you saying, like it was that time of the. It was just that time.
The baby feature on that joint. It's your turn, nigga. Shine on these niggas. I thought this nigga about to spit.
That's Will Be Fine.
We'll Be Fine.
God,
Yeah. Shit, I like the R&B joints too. Take a shot from me. You know, the Marvin's Room. Like I mean, I'm a cute man. Like he got that. Like
that album.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
Man.
No, they're definitely the important album.
That's the only thing with the album. I'm gonna make sure I'm staying on it too long. Good.
Oh, 6ix9ine's Kidnapper got 24 years for stabbing somebody?
Oh yeah, what y'all think about that? 24 years.
You said 6ix9ine got 24 years.
No, his Kidnapper.
His Kidnapper. It got 24 years.
He testified against him. I mean, what you expect?
24 years.
Oh, he slashed a rival from ear to chin, and the rival needed 300 stitches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's a violent nigga. Man. This is when the line
he
between
exactly where he's supposed to be.
The line between hip hop and just violent shit just gets blurred. Like what the fuck is we doing? Like,
but that's my see.
We talking about an open case. This is the criminal now. Like you mean like the fuck like.
See, I'm glad you brought that up. Right. See, that's my whole thing. Cause it's like King Von, I'm not supposed to get like Quinn. He got killed, right?
Yeah,
he got killed.
RIP,
which like, but it's like this is what I'm talking about though. Like you said though, this is my problem. This is me personally. Well, not fuck that. This is a fact. I feel like hip hop was used as a weapon. It's used as a weapon to not all, but the majority that's what promoted. It's used as weaponized on our youth. We gonna promote. We gonna talk gang, yeah, all that dumbass shit. And then for the women, I'm gonna oversex color my pussy all day. Like that shit is intentional. Like it's by design. Like it ain't like motherfuckers rap about it, but this shit is overly like they want to make sure we fucking up our youth. They want to make sure mass incarceration. Like this shit you was talking about with Mixel Alexander, the new Jim.
New Jim Crow.
That shit's for real. Just like so when niggas like King Von or Pop Smoke get killed, it's like, yo, what you expect? Y'all niggas was with the woos, all that shit, like, we outside, what you expect? And it's fucked up because the nigga had 3 kids or something like that?
Yeah. I
but
think
they
it's
pushing
also
this
the
shit,
lack
bro.
of ownership in hip hop that got something to do with that too, because like me and Chuck be talking about this all the time, like the reason why, well, there's like a bunch of reasons, but one of the reasons why I believe that hip hop isn't where it need to be is because our legends have no ownership. Over nothing, feel me? Like I don't want to say no names because I don't want to come across as dissing, but like when it come to like certain Philly legends, like I'd be happy to see them, but it's like they don't have an infrastructure for me to be able to thrive, feel me? So I think that that's one thing that wasn't taken into account in the early stages of hip hop. Like, oh, let me think about the next generation. It was like, no, I'm the best, I'm gonna be the best, and that's it. I feel like we could have used about 10 more Jay-Z's.
Right.
When it comes to the
in each city
business aspect of it, feel me? Because the fact that we still depending on a label or a cosign in 2020 in hip hop is crazy to me. Yeah. But it's like is beyond me. Like we should be on the type time where, like right now, I'm really focused on building the infrastructure for the youngins that's coming up under me. Like, all right, y'all need an outlet, and I feel like somebody like a King Von. I think Lil Baby said this to Joe Budden, like Joe Budden was complaining like, yeah, these youngins don't have no value for life, and he like, yeah, that's because y'all never gave us life. And
who's y'all? The old head? You talking about?
Yeah, feel me? So, and you could charge it to the game.
Elaborate on that.
Yeah, because it's like I can't put it on the old head.
All right. So me, right? I run a program called Y-Tunes. Y-Tunes is a studio recording therapy program where I understood like, all right, why is a youngin in high school listening to King Von? Why don't he like R&B music? Why is everything so hard and so harsh, this, that, and the third? Because if you think about the social dynamic of like black parenting, feel me, is 9 times out of 10 the parent don't have enough time for the child, right? 9 times out of 10 the parent don't even really want to hear from the child, right? So like kids literally grow up feeling unheard when it comes to the issues and things that they're going through. So they get at the age of being a teenager and they have that rebellious fuck you kind of mentality. I'm gonna rap about the shit that I'm gonna rap that I feel like niggas want to listen to shoot them up, bang bang, pop pussy, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, all right, I took that and I understood, yo, kids just want to be heard, kids just want to be seen. I don't care if it's a teenager that's in jail. Like I performed in juvenile detention centers, like and I've seen criminals turn into kids because I listened to them. Like, all right, like what's been going on in your life, this, that, and the third. All right, cool, I have an outlet for you. Here's a professional microphone, here is some studio headphones. Get your shit off. Not only get your shit off, but let's talk about it. What made you write that? Why do I feel like I'm one of the only niggas that started some shit like that? Like, why couldn't like, in all respect, dude, but why couldn't a Beanie Siegel or a PD Crack do something like that in schools, especially when the arts program was just defunded in the education system, period. Feel me? So that's kind of what I mean by giving them life, like being able to provide tools. Now that's minor when it comes to the things that I can provide, but me giving a young boy a microphone, that's gonna advance them like 20 years down the line, because now they don't got to pay for studio time. So now I'm telling them, all right, so you got this microphone, let's focus on ownership. How can you make money off of your art so that by the time you graduate, you don't got to go to college if you don't want to. You don't got to work a 9 to 5. you can become a full-time entrepreneur, not a starving artist. And by the time you graduate, feel me, Chuck Acid or like an Unforgiven podcast, let's say you don't want to be a rapper, feel me, you now have an outlet of people that you can mentor under, and you have an infrastructure to be able to thrive. So yeah, that's the type of time that I wish that, you know, my OGs was on, but niggas was passing the Cavassier and, you know, doing shit like that.
Again, I said go back to the system, dog. It goes back to the business. It goes back to, like I said, no, I'm serious. It goes back both ways. It could be, like I said, it's double-edged sword. It could be on your part, the overhead part, and it could be because this is, they own with so much. Like, I feel like motherfuckers is so much satisfied with crumbs that they don't even focus on the loaves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a double-edged sword, yo. You gotta look at it from both ways. So I get what you're saying for the overhead part.
But
that's why I said just one of the issues though, because it's not just like it's a bunch of things going on. Very complex.
Okay, so how do you feel about IG banning Tory Lanez from his quarantine radio?
I think that's hating.
Oh,
Me personally, I think
y'all just want to see the ass shaking at 12 at night.
Huh?
I said, y'all just want to see all the ass shaking at 12 at night.
I just feel like the nigga should be able to do him. You already blackballed the nigga. He already facing 20. Well, how many years? He's like what more? Like it's like it's Dickie, and it's like all
I think
right,
at the very
like,
least it's clout chasing.
What? Quarantine radio?
On Instagram's part. Like,
yeah, it's like when you
on
doing
the
that for, it's like you
because
just
the black consumerism, like we talking about, like let's keep people on Instagram and this, that, and the third. At the very least, I'll say like
that's what I feel like. And I feel like if you listen to the song In the Air, you know what I'm talking about. When he talking about what they fear, like that's why they doing this shit. They fear when y'all just talking about ownership. They fear that shit. They fear a nigga on his own too. Not like I said, anybody can, like I said, say if I sign you, like I don't fear you because I signed you, like you on a contract. But if you independent, I'm gonna fear you more because it's like, damn, I can't make no money off you. So it's like, which one would we rather be? Why should I sign this nigga? That's the same way about the government, but that's another. I'm just saying, since this is, I applied the same way, I parallel the same way with that.
Yeah.
What you think?
So you can't sign something and complain about your contract. It's the same thing.
How is he gonna make money? Like
There's
that's
ways to
an
make
artist.
money, bro. There's ways to make money,
I mean,
bro.
at a certain point, man, you cutting that.
But all I'm
He
saying
make
is, okay.
money off controversy. Like he not.
Oh, you talking about Tory Lanez?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
How you gonna make money? Like I don't be understand. Like we still, I understand. Like I get it. A nigga guilty, or maybe he guilty. We don't even know. You mean like? But like, what do we want? Like when we punish people, like what is the accomplishment? Like what's the goal? Like, do we want this nigga to be homeless? Like
set examples like slavery.
Right,
Make an example
for
out of
real
this
though,
nigga.
like what's
you do this?
Do we want to take this nigga got a kid? Like I get it, you mean, but like what are we trying to do? Like you mean like let the nigga be on Instagram. The people who want to see that shit can see it. Like
that's what they do.
People don't have to.
They set an example, though. They again, it's about stay in your place,
weird.
nigga. You know what I mean? Like,
And then like you said, it kind of harks back to what you said about the ownership thing. Like I feel like Instagram, like music, hip hop existed before Instagram. It's gonna exist after. You mean like we gotta think like that. Otherwise, we gonna every single time a platform comes up, we gonna get tricked into thinking that it's hip hop. Like, you mean, I remember it was a time where like niggas was like, yo, you gotta go to Instagram route. You gotta do some crazy shit on Instagram, like Boink. Remember Boink Gang? You gotta do some shit like Boink Gang, Bonk Gang. Niggas was literally telling me, nigga, you don't got a Bonk Gang, bro. You fucking up. See, you don't want to make it in life. You not doing some Bonk Gang shit. That nigga ended up going crazy, right? And it's like, I feel like I don't know, man.
It's basically we lost like the control. We lost the sense of art. It's like niggas doing fuck shit. They doing whole shit for clout. It's not about music. It's about clout. It's about how can I disrespect this nigga and do the most crazy shit just to get followers. So it ain't even about. It's just not about art no more. It's just you doing for the sake of attention. Attention, new currency.
It's like kind of how you said, like people just want to be seen. Like you mean?
Yeah, I'm not with that, bro. Like I'd rather be known for, like you said, like the story, the art. But like I said, that's not being pushed right now.
People don't understand the thing about the story thing. Like I'll say this, like my life when I was 13, I did not have an interest in rapper life. You mean? And I had like a thing. I was like, yo, I'm not gonna do something and rap about it. So a lot of times I had to like just go in and rap about shit that I be feeling like people don't understand, like, you know, shit that happens at home, you know, shit that happens in your daily life that's crazy to somebody out there. Like, you don't have to go buy a gun and then become a nigga that you think is interesting just to go rap about it. or to look at yourself in a certain way. Like, and then another thing too about the music thing that is crazy. I think it sucks that people think they gotta be 16 and on. Like, I feel like the thing about rap that's dope is like you live your life. You gotta live your life. You just gotta let life happen to you. And like, it was times where I didn't think, I don't know, my life was interesting, and then some sad shit would happen, and because of music, I always had a part of my brain that'd be like, I don't care if it was a death in the family, I don't care if it was me getting evicted, me losing my car, me doing whatever, like, in the back of my head, I'll just be like, yo, this is gonna be a crazy verse though, like, and that always kept me going. You mean, like, that always kept me smiling. Like,
you got something that give you a reason to go on
to keep living. Like, that's what it's about.
Motivate you.
Yeah, it's not about, you're not supposed to go at hip hop like, damn, I'm not, my life ain't crazy enough. It's like, no, you might not have got shot 9 times, but you know, you live in the city, something gonna happen to you, God forbid. But living in the city alone is so much shit that I done just seen randomly, wrong place, right time, that ended up being in a verse.
I'm still waiting to hear from the J. Cole of the suburbs or something like that. 'Cause I want to know what they going through. Feel me? Like, it ain't all peaches and cream in the upper class or the middle class. Right. Like, I love hearing about the struggle, but we are so much more than the typical black struggle. Like, black is so diverse. Like, I want to hear about the boy that has a 2-parent household and his life still fucked up. So I didn't grow up in a 2-parent household. Right. So that authenticity, feel me?
But anything y'all want to say though, because we got like a little
wrap
bit.
it up.
Yeah.
No, I saw him.
Well, no, it was just like anything you want, like
any shout outs.
Shit like Eli,
yeah, shout out to Eli. Shout out to Reason Can Rap. Shout out to Truth Over the Drums. Shout out to oh man, I'm probably gonna get yelled at. Nigga, how come you ain't stop me out, nigga, out there in the beginning, nigga? Just shout out to everybody who loves and supports me and you know, listens and tunes into the music, and gives a fuck about me. Appreciate that. That shit keep me going. I'ma rap about y'all for sure. 1.5 out right now.
Right. That's what's up.
Give them their social media again so they can contact you.
CHUCKACID. Say it with me. It's like, nah. Chuck Acid at Instagram. I'm gonna have a Twitter one day. It's probably gonna just be Chuck Acid, CHUCKACID, one word, no underscore, no nothing. Just type that shit in. You gonna find me. I'm on YouTube. CHUCK space ACID on YouTube, and I'm not on TikTok, but I'll probably, like I said, just be Chuck Acid on TikTok too. So yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate you coming through, man. What's up? Eli, man.
Shit crazy. Shit dope.
Unforgiven podcast, man. It's episode 77. It's a wrap, man.